Good morning, students. I am Swati Shabnam again, your teacher of English from Rajkamal Saraswati Vidya Mandir. Students, in the previous video, we have understood about the poet of this poem, A Tiger in the Zoo. Now, in this poem, we are going to read line by line or stanza by stanza of the poem, and we will try to understand it clearly. So first let us know about the introduction of the poem. What actually the poet wants to refer from this poem. So when you will go through this poem, you will find that the poet is contrasting the two kinds of tiger. What the two kinds of tiger are? The one is that is trapped or that is caged in the zoo. And another tiger is that one that lives in the natural habitat. Natural habitat means in the forest, in the jungle. So here these two kinds of tigers have been contrasted, have been compared, and on that plot only, on that theme only, this poem has been written. So let us discuss it line by line. So the very first line says, he stalks in his vivid stripes. Students, as you can see, this side I have written the difficult word meanings related to this stanza that we are reading right now. So this is the very first stanza of your poem. So first line says, he stalks in his vivid stripes. Now the meaning of stalks is to follow or to walk. The few steps of his cage on pads of velvet white. So another word that came before us is vivid. Vivid means having very bright colors, and a tiger generally have the bright colors of the combination of black and orange color. And stripes is the lining on the body of the tiger. Then we have the third line, on pads of velvet white. What does the word pad mean? Pad means paws of the tiger. And velvet is a kind of soft material. It is a kind of very soft fabric. The last line is in his quiet rage. In his quiet rage. Rage means anger. Now let us understand the summary, the meaning of this stanza. Now as I told you that in this chapter, in this poem, the poet is discussing, he is comparing and contrasting the two tigers, the one that lives in the cage in the zoo, and another tiger is that one that lives in natural inhabitant, that lives in forest or jungle. So in the very first line, the writer is saying, he stalks in his vivid stripes. So this tiger is trapped, it is caged, it is closed in a zoo, in the cage of the zoo. So the poet is saying, he stalks in his vivid stripes. It means he follows with his very bright colored body. The few steps of his cage. So as this tiger is closed, this tiger is trapped in the cage. So in the same very cage, the tiger is moving, the tiger is following. On pads of velvet quiet, in his quiet rage. Now students, what is the nature of a tiger? The tiger used to be very ferocious. Very ferocious. Ferocious means very angry, or you can also say very much violent. So the nature of the tiger is very much ferocious. But when we pack that tiger, when we trap that tiger in a cage, what happens? Its ferociousness is slowly and gradually lost. So definitely when we will compare the tiger in the zoo from the tiger in the forest, there will be a lot of difference. The tiger in the zoo will certainly lose some of its natural qualities, some of its personalities, but the tiger in the forest will consume or will have all those qualities that he already has, that he is known for. So this tiger, which is closed, which is packed in the zoo, in the cage, has lost its ferociousness, has lost its quality of violence, has lost its quality of getting very much angry. But it has not lost it completely. that tiger is still moving. It is still walking on its velvet paws. Velvet paws means his paws, his legs are like velvet, like very soft material velvet. In his quiet rage means he is still feeling angry. That tiger has not lost his anger completely. He is still feeling angry, but because he cannot show his anger in the forest, that is why he is very silently walking in the cage. So through this through this stanza, we knew that this tiger is closed in the cage of the zoo and he is walking, he is taking some steps in the zoo with his silent anger. So this is basically is the summary of the very first stanza. Now children, let us discuss the rhyming scheme and the literary devices used in this line, used in this stanza. As we all know that in order to find out the rhyming scheme, we only look at the last word of every line. So as you can see, in this line, we have the last word stripes, here cage, here white, and in the fourth line we have rage. So stripes will be given number A, cage is also not rhyming with stripes, so it will be given another number B. Now coming to quiet. So quiet is also neither rhyming with cage nor with stripes. So it will be given another number C. Now we have the fourth word rage. So you will find that rage is rhyming with cage, which has been given number B. So we will also give it number B. So A, B, C, D is the rhyming scheme of this stanza. Now students, you will find the same rhyming scheme in the complete poem. Thank you so much for watching this video. Now in the next video we shall discuss the literary devices used in this stanza. Thank you.